Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Arron, and I'm back with another video. You see the thumbnail, see this video is about. But before we get into this video, I want to say what's up to my subscribers. Also, if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you are new, please consider hitting subscribe and turn on notifications. Because on this channel, we do thought-provoking videos, reaction videos, such as this one right here. And once a month, I do a review on a Black-owned product. Not to mention, I have a weekly show called Wednesday Night Live, where we have special guests come on, talk about their products and upcoming events and current topics. So if you're into that kind of content, hit subscribe and turn on notifications and like and share this content. All right, let's get into it. So we have Jay Williams and Stephen A. Smith going at it on First Take today, right? So yesterday, Aaron Rodgers came out that he's positive for SARS-CoV-2. He wasn't vaccinated, but everybody thought he was vaccinated. So the term he used was he was immunized, right? He was immunized. So that means maybe he had it before and he went through the process of getting like natural immunity. Maybe that's it, or whatever else he did. I don't know what he did. I'm not going to speak on it, but that's what he said, right? Maybe it's herd immunity. Maybe what it is, I don't know. I'm not going to speak on it, but nevertheless, he came out and said that he was immunized, and Stephen A. Smith did not really rant and rave and get all animated and go over CNN and come here and go there about it like he did with Kyrie Irving. So Jay Williams, being the person that he is, he went on First Take and pressed Stephen A. Smith about that. So I'm about to play that clip right there, and I will give you my reaction throughout the whole clip. Then after that, we can have a conversation in the comments. So let's get into it. Oh, by the way, I'm just going to play the audio. I'm not going to do the video because who knows what YouTube's going to do with the strikes.
That being said, how does the Rodgers situation compare to Kyrie's?
It doesn't. They are drastically different.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers is exponentially worse. There was not only a lie, there was an intent to lie. And just a couple of things for you, Stephen A., because we obviously have this gripe. I have this gripe with you. Because
it's both of us.
Yeah. It's fine. I wrote down some things that you said here.
Sure.
So 3.5 weeks ago, you said it amounts to betrayal for Kyrie. You said, quote, flat out stupid as relates to what he's doing. Quote, bad teammate, quote, selfish, October 16th on CNN, to the hell with you. You say all these things about Kyrie Irving, and Kyrie Irving was very upfront and honest about what his situation was. Mm-hmm. He wasn't jeopardizing anybody else. He didn't put anybody else on the Brooklyn Nets and their team at risk. When he was allowed to be around the team, he had his mask on, he abided by all the rules. But he was subject to mass criticism by you. Animated criticism by you. Mm-hmm. And then I'm in a green room and I watch you and I see your points that you had against Aaron Rodgers, and I appreciate the stance by calling him a liar. I just didn't feel the same venom. I didn't feel the same energy that was associated with Kyrie Irving. And a part of me wonders why.
Yo, my man Jay Will came with all the receipts. He had every receipt, every coupon, straight up coupon hoarder. Yo, my man was prepared, and he knew he wanted to bring this vote, and it was enjoyable to listen to. Now let's hear Stephen A. Smith.
How come you don't hold Aaron Rodgers to the same, who lied on national, looked reporters in the eye and said, yeah, I'm immunized.
Okay.
Why not? I don't understand that.
I can answer it. You ready?
Yes.
Well, first of all,
I came here to hear your answer.
Okay, well, first of all, number one, I wasn't sitting across from you talking about Aaron Rodgers. I was sitting across from Bart Scott and Dan Orlovsky, who both agreed with me. You and I were arguing, so that might have had something to do with my intensity level.
Okay.
To answer that question directly. That's number one. Number two, let's go down the list about what I'm saying, because, again, I've been on the record. Aaron Rodgers is a liar. Aaron Rodgers to be suspended. Period. I don't know how much stronger I could be than that.
Okay.
Now, that's number three.
I heard Bart say he should be suspended. I heard you tack on that. I didn't heard you leave.
All right.
No, I hear you, but listen to me.
Right.
When you set arguments now, when you feel passionately about something, you would say he should be suspended.
No. What I'm saying to you is that you and I were getting into an intense argument. Bart Scott, myself, and Dan Orlovsky were agreeing with one another. So what I'm saying is the level of intensity, which is what you brought up, since you were questioning my lack of intensity.
Yes.
I'm telling you why. Now I'm back with you again. Do I sound like I sound with Bart?
It sounds like you're passionate now.
No,
you care.
Because I'm sitting across from you. So again, to make my point, I feel that way about Aaron Rodgers. But let me tell you what the difference is, because you and I, see, this is where everybody gets confused about. They act like we talking about the vaccine. No, we weren't talking about it. The argument was, and to some degree it has something to do with the vaccine, do I believe that Kyrie Irving owes Kevin Durant and James Harden them to be there? You damn right. That's where you and I disagree. Because Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant and James Harden are in Brooklyn because of Kyrie Irving. They want. You know this. You know this. You know this.
Go ahead.
Kevin Durant. They can lie all they want. They can say whatever they want to say. Kevin Durant and them boys led folks to believe they were going to the Knicks. They were going to the Garden. Kyrie Irving is the one that was like, oh, let's make our own legacy. Let's do this. Now, I understand it wasn't a pandemic at that particular moment in time. I understand that a pandemic changes the course of things. But what I'm also saying is there's a whole bunch of people that didn't want to take the vaccine for the Brooklyn Nets. There's a whole bunch of people that didn't want to subject themselves to that. But they said, yo, we came here trying to win a chip. This is what we're trying to do. So my position, not yours, my position is, since you're the one that got them there, you should be riding right there with them. That's my position.
Okay.
The other point that I'm making is this, and I stand by this. And there are a lot of people that have called.
So I just want to say how he know what Kyrie's position is. And Kyrie's standing like on his position, like, all right, I want to move this way. And Stephen A. Smith is such a corporate man. He's like, no, you need to do what your job tell you to do, not doing what you feel. So you can tell one is on morals and one is on corporate time. And not to mention
and been in support of Kyrie Irving. And I'm not saying that Aaron Rodgers is not exponentially worse, because let me be clear, I agree with you with that.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers is worse because
Thank
he
you.
lied and Kyrie was honest.
Yes.
He lied and
Thank
Kyrie
you.
was honest.
Yes.
And Kyrie was honest. But that's not my point. My point is, this is the first discussion I'm having about comparing the two. I'm not saying that Aaron Rodgers is not worse than Kyrie, but what I am saying about Kyrie also is that last several years, this brother want to show up to work when he want to show up to work. There's always an excuse. There's always an excuse not to show up to work. I believe, Jay, let me put this, Jay.
Don't go there.
See, I heard this already, but Jay Will said don't go with it because he know where Stephen A. Smith is about to go to, and I'm gonna let you hear what he's about to say. Then I'm gonna pause it and I'll give you my comments on it.
Don't do this.
This is how I feel. You said it. This is how I feel. I believe if it wasn't the vaccine, it'd be something else that got Kyrie Irving missing games.
It's fine.
See, that's that kind of mindset like, oh, we could arrest somebody on something, but if it's not that, we could get them on something else. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, let me pull this person over. Maybe he got a broken tail light. Oh, but maybe he got drugs in the car. It's something else. That's that same mindset that people have. And you see that Stephen A. Smith have that mindset. If it's not this, it's that. But it's not that, it's this. So let's talk about this, not talk about that.
Allowed to believe that.
That's what I believe. I got evidence, though. And you do, too. Yes, you do.
Of past behavior?
Yes. Yes.
Was Kyrie Irving?
He talking about evidence of past behavior. This never happened before. We never went through a pandemic before. Well, not in our lifetime. We never went through a pandemic in our lifetime before. So how you have evidence of past behavior, so something like this?
Available last year in the playoffs before he got hurt?
In the playoffs, I'm not talking playoffs. He was available in the playoffs. He was available in the playoffs, yes. He was available in the playoffs.
Okay.
He wants to come to work when he wants to come to work. You were at Brooklyn last night, right?
I was
at Brooklyn. I was at the game last night too, right? Yeah. How we feel about that crowd? Don't you feel like it's dead up in there compared to the Garden?
Definitely
Don't you feel it's definitely different? You know what? Let me tell you something. Kyrie could change that because he's a showstopper. He's box office.
Okay.
But you know what? How many games that brother's missed?
Come back for me for a second, because I don't want to go off on a tangent on the subject. Number one,
I was just answering your question about the intensity. All right.
Devontae Adams?
What about him?
You don't think he's relying upon Aaron Rodgers to do the right thing? The same accountability that you have Kyrie to Kevin Durant and James Harden? Aaron Jones? Wait, let me finish. Aaron Jones? You don't think he wants to win a Super Bowl?
That's not a discussion.
See, now you're trying to say it's not a discussion. That's the exact point. That's the same thing you're saying about Kyrie. You're saying that Kyrie is letting down his teammates. You don't think that Aaron Rodgers is not letting down his teammates as well? And not to mention, Kyrie's upfront about it, so at least the organization know how to move forward. You know what I'm saying? Aaron Rodgers lied, and now the organization got to kind of backtrack him. And I think, there are different laws in Green Bay than are in Brooklyn when it comes to the mandate. However, he still lied about it, and Kyrie was upfront. So that's the thing. Somebody can be upfront with you, and you know how to move forward after somebody be upfront with you. Somebody lies to you, and you got a whole different mindset, and you thinking that you can move forward with this person. Nah, now everything is on the bad ground.
Agree with you.
Okay.
I said Aaron Rodgers is a liar. He should be suspended.
Okay.
I want to get back to Kyrie because you also said that I called him flat out stupid. That is inaccurate. I've never called him that. I said what he said was flat out stupid. Excuse me. Why did I say that? Because Kyrie Irving went on social media, and Kyrie Irving sat up there and said, I'm not against the vaccine. I didn't take the vaccine. I'm not against the vaccine. He was all over the place. And I know you saw it too.
Yep.
What I was saying was he wasn't clear. And I'm saying if you're not clear about what your position is, then why are you doing what you're doing? And then what he said was, well, I want to give a voice to the voiceless. Well, who's voiceless? Who are you talking about?
Basically talking about the people who got to get the shot to keep their job. That's against the shot, or whatever reason they don't want the shot. That's what he's speaking about. You know, in my opinion, the shot is not for everybody. And that's what I think, in my opinion, that's what I think Kyrie was speaking about.
Who are these people that ain't being heard? What are you talking about? And oh, by the way, that's the reason you ain't playing? So you're not against the vaccine, but you're not playing to bring attention to what other people's plight are? That's what this is about? That's when I said, that's flat out stupid.
Why can't both things be accurate?
See, he said that's flat out stupid, but he's saying one still praising Colin Kaepernick when he was kneeling. You know what I'm saying? He did call Colin Kaepernick out when he missed those tryouts in Atlanta. He did call him out for that. But he was, you know, praising Colin Kaepernick. And Colin Kaepernick was like, all right, I want to be a voice for the voiceless as well. So even though Colin Kaepernick is not going through what he wanted to speak for, you praise him. And now, even though now Kyrie is going through it actually personally because he believes that it shouldn't be in his body, that's what I'm getting from Kyrie. So why is it different?
Why can't you be uncertain about whether you want to get vaccinated or not and still say there are a lot of people, there are millions of people out there that feel they're uncertain about it? Both things are true.
He didn't say that they were uncertain about it.
He just didn't say it. He just didn't say it the way you wanted him to say it.
He said they were voiceless. I'm saying, who's voiceless?
Millions of people are voiceless.
Who? How?
A lot of people.
Who don't know them?
People don't have platforms like you have this pop every single day.
So how did he use his voice? Tell me that.
That he's uncertain. That proves a point.
Who doesn't know that these people don't want to be vaccinated?
I don't even know why Molly Karen came in that point. Like, how did he use his voice? He's using his voice by not playing. You know what I'm saying? Using his voice saying that people are voiceless and I want to stand up for them. And you see how the crowds are coming out and responding to Kyrie Irving. So, yeah, that was a stupid question, Molly.
In this day and age, Jay,
what do you
who don't know that? I'm just saying, everybody knows there's millions of people that don't want the vaccine. That is not voiceless. That is factually incorrect. He's walking around. Listen, we can make any excuses we want. Kyrie Irving has a right to take his position. He has that right.
I understand.
And I'm saying, and he was honest. And he was honest, and he deserves the credit for that. And he's costing himself money. That's real. And he deserves credit for that too. But we just gonna ignore the fact that you got a franchise in Brooklyn that's sitting there and you're waiting for Eric Adams to take office, because I want to give you credit for that, by the way. Because you brought that up weeks ago. Nobody brought that up but Jay Williams. Talked about, hey, this guy comes in as mayor, he eradicates that mandate, then Kyrie would be able to return back and play. How many games is going to be missed by that particular moment in time?
I don't know, but how many games could be missed by Aaron Rodgers, too? That's the point, too, right? It could be 2 games with COVID.
And Aaron Rodgers is worse because he's lying.
Thank you.
Because he lied.
I'm glad we agree that. I just, sometimes, I'm going to be very real with you right now. As a young African-American male, I just wanted to see what the public sentiment would be today. Because when I heard that kind of vitriol towards Kyrie and watching it and the way he was politicized and the way he was hung out there to dry, I want to see if those same people are going to do the same thing with Aaron Rodgers.
Exactly. That was the thing. I put that on my Twitter and I put that on my Instagram. What is going to be the same thing? Doubt it.
I want to see that.
That's right. And I'm also a black man.
I want to see that.
And I'm also a black man.
That,
so let's be very, very clear. The issue of blackness ain't a discussion here. The point is that in the case of Kyrie Irving, and he's not an orator or anything like that. So again, he may not say things right accordingly, and I get all of that. He's a basketball player, a highly intelligent one. He's not stupid like a lot of people try to say he was. But you're
the one that said he was stupid. You're the one that put that out there to
you're missing is you keep pointing to the vaccine and everybody's looking at him.
I didn't point to the vaccine.
No, people
let me get in a commercial break
because of anti-vaxxers. That's not the issue.
If you want to come back to this, we can.
Molly Karen, once it get real, she got to go to commercial break. That's a job. I heard somebody say that before, and I'm starting to see that when in the small clips that I do see with First Take. But like I said, I put it on Twitter and Instagram that where's the outrage between Aaron Rodgers? Where's the outrage for Aaron Rodgers like they were for Kyrie Irving? And, like they both agreed, Aaron Rodgers' case was a lot worse. But when Stephen A. Smith spoke about Aaron Rodgers, he was very soft-spoken. He was very, very calm and chill. When he talked about Kyrie Irving, he's up here. He's on 10. It's clear as day what it is with Stephen A. Smith. It's clear as day what it is with Stephen A. Smith. What's your thoughts on it, man? What's your thoughts on it with Stephen A. Smith? And I'm glad that Jay Williams came up here, did what he did, pulled Stephen A. Smith card once again. I think he really enjoys doing this. I think he enjoys doing this because, like I say, him and Kyrie Irving both went to Duke. And, you know, they got that brotherhood from that college. So I think that he loves doing this to Stephen A. Smith because he coming out with his alums from his college. But Stephen A. Smith, man, he really started to look like a real sucker and sellout. He looked like a sucker and sellout because he don't got the same energy for Aaron Rodgers that he did for Kyrie Irving. Don't got the same energy. And like I said, what Aaron Rodgers did is 10 times worse because he lied. At least Kyrie Irving kept it real and told his teammates, this is what we're going to do. He told the organization, this is what I'm doing. So they can move forward. Now that Aaron Rodgers lied, what if he's suspended for the rest of the year? They wasn't prepared for that. At least Kyrie let them know, and they could be prepared for it. And not to mention, there's so many more games in the NBA. If Kyrie Irving comes back when the new mayor comes in, they still could be in the playoff hunt. It's not that many games in the NFL. If Aaron Rodgers is gone, you could the whole season's a wrap. And not to mention, there were players on the team that took a pay cut just to play with Aaron Rodgers. And he fronted like he lied like this. That's bigger than what Kyrie did. That's bigger. But when Stephen A. Smith talk about it, he's very calm, mellow. He not doing no talking points. He just jumping on everybody else's talking points. He don't want to be the main person saying stuff. But when Jay Williams brought up Kyrie, then that's when his voice got back. He rose his voice again. I don't know. I think Kwame was on to something. When he came out at Stephen A. Smith. I think he was on to something. Why you at them colleges? Like the great American philosopher Kwame Brown said. Why you at them colleges, boy? But that's my take on this, man. I'm glad, I appreciate you guys' time. All right, man, leave something in the comments. Until next time, peace.